All right, y'all, and welcome back to Black Mass TV, I guess. This is something new I'm going to try. I'm trying to see if I can just piss off the whole world. But I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, I'm really struggling having, I guess, the drive to go out and investigate after what happened with the floods. Like, it's kind of put me in a predicament. Like, I feel like if I'm going out in the woods, if I'm going in that area, like, I mean, that's essentially where I go to film anyway. Like, I need to be helping, and it's really like, I can only do so much, and I know that, but like, so I'm taking a shot with this video, and we're going to talk about the recent Bigfoot footage. Now, you all might even be able to tell me, you might even be able to tell that I'm kind of talking a little bit different. My mouth is a little bit dry because I'm nervous about making this video, because it's, just seeing that devastation like firsthand, and knowing that there are still people out there. Like,
I called for help twice, and not a fuck you, what do you need, or nothing.
I don't even know what to say. It's like, I can't stop thinking about it, but I know that I'm doing all that I can, and this is a marathon, not a sprint. So I thought I'd try to do something fun, something a little bit different, maybe to lift everybody's spirits or crush their dreams. Either way. And we are going to talk about this Bigfoot footage that is all over the internet, that happened in, I believe, Oklahoma. First off, let's watch the video together. So, Bigfoot, Oklahoma. All right. So this is from, this is posted on the New York Post. A wild new TikTok video filmed by a man in Oklahoma claims to be the clearest footage of Sasquatch to date. I'm going to try to play the devil's advocate here, because one, this sighting happened in Oklahoma. It didn't happen in Appalachia, so maybe it's a different species. Okay? Just going there. Right off the bat. That is not the animal that I saw. Flat out. It's just not. On a total of 3 occasions now. But what I can do is track this. I mean, look how big that heel is. After probably thousands of miles of searching, I've only really had 3 what I would consider close encounters, and every time I drop the ball.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Like, so, the fact that this guy was able to get the footage is surprising to me. One thing that happens a lot when you are doing paranormal investigating, and, it could possibly be somewhat of a placebo effect, or I don't know if that's the word that I'm looking for, or a pareidolia effect.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did.
So when you go out to these locations where people have said that they've seen a Sasquatch or Dogman or whatever it is, any little sound is going to set you off. Like you're going to be on pins and needles anyway. If you're going out in the woods, you're just going to be nervous. Like it just.
Oh my! That was a gunshot!
Kenneth.
Everyone get your heads down!
Kenneth.
That was a drive-by attempt, Frank!
Kenneth, that was a neighbor's car backfiring.
They're coming for the eggs!
Kenneth!
They're coming for...
When you go in with the mindset that there was a Bigfoot or Dogman Sasquatch here, I know there's a lot of guys saying, I'm peaceful in the woods. Like, yeah, everybody's peaceful in the woods. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you go in there thinking about this thing. So when these situations arise, it's extremely difficult to get them on camera just because you're freaking nervous. Like, you're scared to death. Like, at that point, you're not thinking about this is my job or this could make me a bazillionaire. That's not what everything in life comes like your importance level just completely changes. With me, when I've gone out, I've had some, I believe, close encounters with Bigfoot and a colony of feral people. The times like when it screamed at me that one time. I've got movement over here. I wasn't concerned about getting anything on camera. Like, I thought I was about to be in a fight, so I put my helmet on, get ready to, go to war out in the middle of the woods by myself. I mean, that's just, it's terrifying. And it's a whole nother experience because not only do you have to get away from that immediate threat, you're thinking about that threat the entire way back to your vehicle or to the trail or wherever you were going to exit. And it just is like an eternity. It doesn't seem like that you can get there fast enough. And when you do stop, you don't feel like you're far enough away. So first off, this is not the creature that I saw. The creature that I saw was much more, it was darker complected. Its face didn't look like that. It's the general depictions that have happened of Bigfoot kind of give him a very ape-like demeanor, and in a sense he is ape. The facial it's like a cross between an ape and a man, which I guess this kind of looks like that. We're going to slow it down here. So my biggest thing is also his movements. The Sasquatch that I've seen, they also don't move like that. They glide. It's like not a labored movement at all with the Sasquatch. From what I understand with the Dogman, it's a little bit different, but with the Sasquatch, I'm just telling you all my experience. They don't really move like that. When I was in Ocoee and I saw that one, and this video, like, I want to, and I'm not discrediting this video. We are comparing two different experiences here. The similarities that I've seen, I think when I was in the Ocoee, when I first saw this thing, it was like it just kind of came out of the ground. It wasn't like it was over there working on structures or anything like that. But seeing this footage makes me kind of think, well, maybe it was sitting down against a tree and literally just rose up. It's possible. So moving forward, slowing this thing down, going back to its movements, that thing moved very like it was trying to hold itself together, like very labored. Bigfoot just don't move like that. The ones that I've seen. Again, I'm not discrediting this person at all. I'm not saying this is fake. I'm just giving you my opinion and trying to compare. They like I said, they almost glide. Like when they are in the wilderness, like, and this is just, again, I'm going to say this is my opinion a million times, but you know, even when they're like moving trees, like, no, there's no labor to their movements, whether it's their strength or, you know, their physical demeanor, whatever. It's just something different. A lot of people talk about mind speak as well. That's not something that I've experienced personally firsthand. Again, not saying it doesn't exist. It's just not something that I've experienced. I've had some pretty weird encounters though, where I felt like that there's been a lot of attempt at communication. At one of my favorite locations, which is one of Scott Carpenter's favorite locations. Oh, let me go get the rock. I never even showed you all this. At one of the locations that Scott Carpenter was at, he did a lot of gifting. It was something that I looked into. It was something that I did as well. And what I received is one of these stones. Now, you all can see it. It's that quartz crystal, which is kind of interesting. You know, there's been a lot of talk and conspiracies.
So the semiconductor supply chain is entirely dependent on one mineral called high purity quartz. And virtually the entire global supply of that quartz comes from one tiny town called Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Now, Spruce Pine saw 2 feet of rainfall from Hurricane Helene. And now, nearly a week later, city officials tell me that there's still no water, power, or cell service.
All I can say is these areas are rich in it. You all have heard me say this over and over and over on my channel. Every time I go to a location, I'm pointing this out. It is kind of odd that, you know, here in the areas that were completely devastated by the flood, it's one of the most concentrated locations of this material. But anyway, so I was given this. It was broken into 2 pieces, or it might have been 3. I can't remember. I think it's 3. But I gave one to my friend Willis. He's got another part of it. He's been a big supporter of the channel. This was given to me, I believe, by a Sasquatch. It was kind of interesting because I tried to do the gifting thing in the same area that Scott Carpenter did, and I got similar results. Like, and you know, with that situation with Scott, like, to this day, I wish we could have been able to talk about that. Like, I mean, that's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal that I happen to be researching the same location he is, and he's getting similar results. Like, how often, you know, that, I mean, that's what scientists look for. But anyway, so another thing that I want to address with this is Bigfoot's face in this one. It doesn't seem to move. The creature that I saw, his face moved. And it was terrifying. Like, 100% it was terrifying. Because it makes you question reality, you know, and a lot of this stuff. And that's really kind of why I'm into the paranormal so much, is it really makes us question our existence. You know, there's a lot of things that we don't understand about our existence. And we oftentimes get trapped in this bubble that, you know, if it's not proven yet by science, it's just nonsense. And I don't like to live my life that way. You know, I like to live my life with a sense of wonder, a sense of that I don't understand everything, and I don't plan. I never want to be that person that says that I know everything. And, you know, being in the wilderness is my happy place. I've had a lot of experiences in the wilderness that I can't explain. There's a lot of people that have had similar experiences too. Right now, everybody wants to have that absolute perfect piece of evidence that's non-questionable. from my experience, from being in these situations, like firsthand, the fact that he was able to get that much on camera is astonishing. It's that's my biggest question mark, is how are you able to lift your hand? Because it's just not like that. It's just not like that. But props to him if he did, and props to him if that's real. Like, that's freaking awesome. We need more of it. And you know, I would love to compare notes, because the fur that I saw was different. Had a completely different texture. It was different. So, but again, that's in Oklahoma. I'm in Tennessee. So if you all like this video, let me know, and maybe I can do some more of a breakdown of other either Bigfoot or paranormal encounters and kind of discuss my opinion on it. You know, I never want to discredit anybody else's hard work, because I don't know who that creator was. I don't know how long they've been working on this. That's not my intention at all. I just kind of want to bring the footage up because it's on national news now, and kind of have a talk about it. You know, this whole flood thing has made me really kind of look at the world totally different. Kind of really changing my priorities, you know, going out to the areas that were affected, going out to the Nolichucky River. People, I don't think that they will ever be the same in Appalachia. I definitely want to be out on investigations again soon. I had a trip planned to Kentucky, but I'm not 100% sure if we're going to go or not. Still trying to work all the details out. I'd love to be able to take you all with me and show you all a bunch of cool stuff. So I will be posting more donation places that I will personally verify. I'm waiting on several calls back is the issue. A lot of them are kind of inundated with calls, so I think it's a little bit difficult for a lot of them to call people back. But I know, like, firsthand, they are needing more tarps. They are needing more chainsaws, more chainsaw chains, probably oil, and anything to do with cutting down a tree. They need more, basically. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Definitely give this video a like. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. And until next time.